Phoenix is out on location this morning with Denise Young right now, who is the Picture This Film Festival director. Hi, Phoenix.
Hey, Kate. Hi, everybody. You know, film is the topic of discussion today. So we brought Denise in because there is another event, the PTFF. Explain that.
PTFF is short for Picture This Film Festival, which is, we're kicking off our 14th year of celebrating films either made by people with disabilities on any topic or about disability. And those may or may not be filmmakers with disabilities.
Why is this film festival so important to Calgarians and also to these filmmakers?
I think it's really important to get that voice out, because it isn't a voice that you get to see on the mainstream media as much. It gives an opportunity for people to tell their stories, and we even say we have an educational function to educate the broader community about people with disabilities and the reality of their lives, not the fictions that are kind of in mainstream media.
Yeah, there's a couple of examples we're going to show here in just a quick second. These are amazing, and it comes from all different parts of the country as well, too, not necessarily just Canada, but how many countries are being represented?
This year we had 125 entries from 26 different countries, and of the award winners there was 10 different countries represented.
It's a little daunting putting something like this, even though you've been doing it for 14 years. How are you managing?
Well, okay. Our real festival director is on a long-term disability leave, so we have a bunch of people standing in to replace the one. I think you're going to talk to one of my colleagues who's working with me from London in a few minutes.
Beautiful.
The co-curator for the festival. So, and there's lots of people, just lots of people working, and lots of volunteers. We usually have between 1,500 and 2,000 hours of volunteer time put in by 90 to 100 volunteers.
Come on, that's amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of commitment to the festival.
You know, we're asking our poll question about whether or not the film industry is important to Alberta, is important to Calgary. How would you respond to that?
I think it's very important. We were talking a bit earlier about that new facility they want to build. Being able to actually create works locally for the international audience, but also for the local audience, for some of the independent filmmakers, the smaller budget people, absolutely important, and probably a big employer in the province, I would imagine, as well.
The uniqueness of the Picture This Film Festival is that you have certain criteria for these films as well.
Yeah, the criteria really just are about who's making the films or the topic, right? So it's either a filmmaker with a disability, and as I said, those could be on anything. We have 3 entries this year from a filmmaker from Kathmandu who has disabilities, and one of his entries is on child labor. So it's got nothing to do with disability per se. So, or as I said, if it's on the topic of disability, anybody can enter a film.
If you're looking for something unique, something kind of different, well, it's the Picture This Film Festival. Your website so that you can see these films.
Yes, it's ptff.org, which is short for Picture This Film Festival. So
wonderful stuff.
All the information's on there.
Denise Young, she is the festival director, the acting festival director. Thank you for coming in, and let's see more of these films. Great stuff.